Hey guys, my name is Ty. I am she's_a beauty on all social media platforms. I have decided to switch gears with the type of content that I wanted to do. I've been wanting to be a content creator for some time and I never really had a direction or niche or idea or anything. But I did kind of think back to all the things that I actually enjoy watching and can listen to and just endlessly enjoy, so I decided to give it a try myself. My channel is gonna gear towards true crime, reincarnation, weird stories, things that don't make sense, debunking things of that nature, and beauty, of course, because I do makeup, so I'll be doing makeup, skincare while I'm sharing things because I wanted to mix the two passions. This is actually going to be my first full video on YouTube, so thank you to everybody who is going to take their time to listen to this story. I hope you all can become a part of my community that I would love to build, and we will get into it. So this is going to be a story of reincarnation. It's about a young boy named Nick. I couldn't find anywhere his last name. However, if you want to see Element show on this story, it'll be Ghost Inside My Child season 2 episode 4. You can actually see the parents' perspective of everything I'm about to say, as well as Nick. He actually came in towards the end of the episode as well. So as I'm doing my makeup, I will be telling basically the story of what he lived through. So Nick grew up in Ohio. I didn't see specifically which city in Ohio. When he was a kid, like a small baby, he used to wake up from bad dreams and night terrors. However, when he did get a little bit older, his parents used to give him art kits, paint, crayons, color pencils to kind of let out his creativity, and that's when everything started. His mom said that he used to do these like scary, disturbing drawings. He would draw violent scenes and different war scenes of, I'll just post a picture of the things he drew at the top, and that he was a hyperactive child. I have a hyperactive daughter, so I do understand how hard it is to get them to slow it down some, calm down. And she said the only thing that would help him relax were toy soldiers. And he would sit there quietly for hours practicing formations and strategizing on the fields. And then when he got a little bit older, he had a dream about him being on a war camp and how he was able to see his last living moment and he was able to see him take his last breath. He said his final thought was, "I'm never going to see home." And as he got a little bit older, he kept having different memories of his past and just basically flashbacks of his final moments constantly. That he had a birthmark, and he said that when he was killed, he was struck by a bullet in his neck, and where his birthmark sits is right below his jaw, in this like jaw neck area, and he has a birthmark that's right here. His head flung back and he kind of fell backwards, and that's when he looked up in the grass and had his final thoughts and had his final breath. And he said that the last thing he seen was a red wagon. This red wagon was in a field about 10 yards diagonal from him. He passed away in Spring Hill, Tennessee in the 15th Infantry. His parents ended up doing an internet search and was trying to find information to prove everything he was dreaming about. And of course, at that time, that type of research was kind of hard. So his mom decided to go to Jackson, Tennessee. She went to an old library and was looking for the rosters for the war at that time. And eventually they were able to find that sergeant's name. So there was proof of this person who he's claiming he once was actually existed. He went by the name J.W. Harper, and again, he was a sergeant, and he was 19 at the time that he passed away. So from there, I don't know if I mentioned already, but he was 13 at the time when they went to Jackson to do their research. From there, they decided to actually drive over to Spring Hill to see if they could find that field that he died in, and he was able to accurately point out the field that he passed away in, and he remembered the exact location where he laid for the final time. And then they went a little further down to a cemetery. He noticed the cemetery, asked his parents to stop so he could get out the car, and as he's walking up, he gets really sick and he gets weak in the legs, and he's like, I know people here. I feel sick. I can't continue walking. So they carry him back to the car and they head back home. So 6 years later, when he turned 19, he went back. He spoke to a historian by the name of Chuck, who basically gave him more history from that time to help him piece some of these memories together. As of today, Nick would be in his 20s. Last that I saw, he was in school majoring in journalism, and that he is working on a book to detail the dreams and the experiences that he recalls having. I haven't seen anywhere where that book has been finished. I just seen that it's still being worked on. What is your all opinions? Do you believe in reincarnation? Do you think that this is actually possible and that people can experience this? Or do you feel like it's just a strong imagination and maybe he just had a weird coincidental dream that he just didn't know? I'm not too sure. I know that I have heard that this happens a lot and there's plenty of shows and videos behind it, but me personally, I'm not too sure. I feel like if he was able to recall the exact situations and there was no way of proving that he'd seen it before or looked it up before, he was able to give the exact name of the person that he said he once was, as well as give the location of where he passed away before being able to look up or fact check or prove anything like this. So for that, I'm really not too sure. I just feel like it's definitely a weird story, and I think it's pretty cool actually that he was able to experience something like that and be able to recall it. Although I think it's cool, I'm pretty sure that it could have been scary for him, and I understand that. You're having these flashbacks of a life that you're currently not living. I actually think it's really nice that his mom basically did whatever she could to help him research and get the answers that he needed instead of just chucking it up to him being crazy with this wild imagination. You could really tell by the interviews and the episodes that discussed his situation how much she really loves and cares for him. Hey, oh, whoa, you going crazy, girl. I've also seen where people are stating that this could be something related to a paranormal experience. That's a whole different conversation, but if that's something that you think this could have been as well, definitely give your opinion. I've never heard anything like that in relevance to reincarnation, as far as like a spirit telling a child to say all this. But I don't dig into that realm because I get scared easily. I get scared real easily. I got a 5-year-old daughter, and if she ever came to me telling me something like this, I would be terrified. I would be terrified. Hell, I get creeped out when she says there's monsters under her bed, or she's adamant it's a snake in her bed. I'm like, oh my gosh. I really appreciate everyone who took the time to listen in. Again, this is my first officially posted video, so I'm so excited and scared at the same time. If you have any suggestions or anything that you would like for me to discuss in the future now that I am starting this journey, please let me know. I would love to research and just keep the content coming here. If you have any opinions on this story that I just discussed, please drop them if you believe whatever you believe. If you've heard this before, I would love to read anything. And if you have any suggestions on how I can grow this and make it better, I would be so receptive of it and I would greatly appreciate it. Because again, this is something that I am choosing to take seriously. So any feedback that I can get, I would be beyond grateful for. All right, and this is my everyday simplified look. Again, I appreciate all the time that you've given me today. Now that I've decided to make this move, I do plan on having a consistent schedule of 3 posts a week. That's the goal. 2 to 3, because I'm just starting out, but I have plenty of free time. So, so yeah, it will be about 3 days a week. 2 if something's going on. Join my family and let's have some fun. Again, I am Ty. I have these same videos, but they'll be shortened on TikTok if you want to go over there. Again, it's she's_beauty on all platforms. That's all I have. So I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next video.